YouTube, I decided I wanted to take my video blog garden tour before I drank my coffee this morning, because if it's such a pretty morning, the sun's just about to hit the garden and it's just nice and cool out, so I'm going to get this done now. I made just a few changes, taken some things out, put some things in, blah blah blah, and I'll show you all that right now. It's had a really bad rainstorm yesterday too, so everything's kind of sloppy. This pot used to have parsley in it, but the parsley never took off. And this is supposed to be a Malabar spinach plant. I got this from a farmer's market and put it in a pot because they said that it'll take over wherever you put it. And so, isn't that pretty though? So pink. This is my herb box, which I'm also planning on, once the herbs are a little more done, I'm gonna put some, like maybe 2 tomato plants, maybe 3 in here, because I started my second succession and I need to find places to put them once they're ready. Tomato in with some basil. I started this from a sucker from one of my other plants. I had it soaking on my kitchen windowsill in a jar of water for a couple of weeks, and it's been in this pot for, I think, a little over a day, and it's doing all right. Second basil pot is a little more full, that's why I didn't put the, oh hi Alfred, I didn't put the tomato in this one. I can count, just from what I can see right here, 2 jalapenos started on this plant, and it is super bushy. You gonna jump? Better angle. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 started jalapenos on this one plant. There's like over 20 cayenne peppers on here. I can't believe it's even holding up the weight. I need to tie it to the stake actually. None of them are turning red yet though. This is the second jalapeno plant. It's got a few started on here too. They're just not as big as the other one. My bell pepper plants, they're doing okay too. I want them to turn a darker green though. That one's getting kind of shaded out from the other 2. Guys, keeping the mosquitoes away from me. I already got bitten by one. They're nasty. This is the extent of the storm damage. Just this one little part of the fence leaning over. I lost the zucchini that was right here. I think I put the fertilizer too close to the stem and it burned it off. Moving over. The cantaloupe is doing well. This is from a store-bought cantaloupe, and I saw a fruit on here the other day. I don't know if it amounted to anything. Let's see if we can find it. So viney. I think this is a fruit. Not pollinated yet, but looks like it's about to open up. There's another one. Little honeybee pollinating my zucchini right now, and I don't want to disturb it to look for bug eggs under the leaves. I was doing that every day, and I was cutting off all of the leaves that had bug eggs on them, and I think that that was too much pruning. The zucchinis actually look like they're gonna have a little bit more production for me. Will we be ready in a couple of days? These are some squash plants that my sister-in-law gave to me. And I don't know if this is a dead bloom or if it is a yellow squash. Because if it was yellow, that would be pretty cool, I think. There's another one that's yellow over there. But then that one looks normal. So I don't know. Time will tell. Looks like this rose sweet corn's doing okay. My corn started to tassel out. And then this is where the Indian corn starts. This row, once it starts getting really tall. So pretty. I think this row is leaning over pretty heavily because of the storm. See the tassels? Some of them have ears on them too. It's pretty cool. Never grown corn before. It's so fun to watch. See this one? That's the start of an ear, I believe. There's some more. They're a little bit better developed. Let me see. Like that one, you can see the silks on it already. How beautiful is that? It's another ear forming. It was the first one that I saw a couple of days ago. This is about up to my chin at the very top. You've got one ear started, and then this is another bud for an ear. So I think we'll be successful with at least a bucket full this year. This row got the worst wind damage. It's okay, we'll fix it. I'm just trying to bring the dirt back around it with my boot. Still leaning a little bit, but much better. I haven't seen very many ears forming on the Indian corn. I'm scanning it right now. See if I can show you. They are tasseling out. I don't see the ears on them though. They started developing really quickly on the sweet corn. I'm really excited to watch it, but it's not like, I don't know if it's quick for sweet corn. I've just never grown it before, so it's surprising to me how big they're getting, how quickly. No, we have a downed sunflower. Tie must have just come undone. My squash plants in the corn. There's a cantaloupe plant right there. Another cantaloupe plant right here. I've got a little bit to harvest. Something's eating my bush beans. Not cool. I suspect it's slugs. These ones don't seem so bad. Look how tall this tomato is. Some of my tomato plants are leaning over. I gotta tie them up before I pick my harvest. I don't know if I should be worried about that. Oh, definitely. That looks like splitting from the rain. We're past the leaf curling downward, though the branches are still drooping downward. I don't know if that matters. I tied up the tomatoes that really needed it, and I think I need to come through here again later today and bring some more string and tie them up a little bit better, but the ones that were really droopy I got taken care of. Just a little so far. Look at that guy. So far, this is the only one on this vine. Oh, I stand corrected. There's another one on this vine. Another two. How about that? Hey. Give it as much of a stem as you can. Ta-da! Another one on this vine. Bug, slug, cucumber. These are my cucumbers that are a step behind the other ones. And this one, I just started. I am learning that this trellis is not enough to accommodate the pumpkins. Holy mackerel. This is 4 pumpkin plants. You see the one climbing up over the top, and then the other ones are hovering a little bit lower. So far all the fruit's been falling off of them, but I just noticed this guy has a little bud on him. I think I'm just gonna let them take over this entire space and crawl along the ground. Caught a crazy amount of bugs. They're all getting fed to the chickens. My boys just chilling out with me. previous video I showed that I took some of the sick looking corn out, and in its place I planted some zucchini and pumpkin seeds. Now I got the pumpkin seeds from a local place, and then I got the zucchini seeds from Haas Tools. So since Haas Tools is in Georgia, it's a little bit like our climate, a little bit warmer, but I figured their zucchini probably would do pretty well. And I learned that those sort of things like the heat. Correct me if I'm wrong, but squash plants like the heat. So hopefully it's okay that I planted them right now since it's supposed to start getting hotter. I have a gap here, a couple of gaps here, and then those, planted the pumpkins over there and the zucchinis over here. Hopefully we get some. Alrighty everybody, thanks for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you are enjoying learning with me. It's been a lot of fun for me, and I love sharing all of this. I just love talking about what I'm doing. So that's basically where it's all rooted. I just like talking about myself and what I'm doing. Give you one last look at the garden. Such a beautiful time of day. And one more look at me. I'm shooting all these from my phone, so I apologize for the poor quality. Not really sorry though. Sorry, not sorry. So beautiful. Say thank you, Jesus, for my garden.